Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Daniel Webster College, the Eagles' Nest, for tonight's women's volleyball game. Intra-city rivalry between Daniel Webster, the women in white on our left of the camera, and in navy blue, it's the Raiders of Rivier College. I'm John Collins, along with Tom King. We're in the Eagles' Nest, Tom, a very cozy setting. A lot of enthusiasm tonight.
Yeah, there is a lot of enthusiasm tonight, John. And look at the crowd. I mean, it's, we're behind the crowd, so we don't have a camera on the other side, so you can't capture how many people are here. But this gym is almost full, so it just goes to show you what it's like, what atmosphere can be created with winning volleyball. And we've got two of the better programs in the region right here on two different levels. Rivier was in the NCAA tournament 2 years ago. Daniel Webster College. Conference finalist last year, looking to get the conference title this year and get to the NCAA tournament if they win it. First year in the NECC, that a champion will get to the will get an automatic berth for the NCAA because they had a 2-year new conference probationary period. So there's a lot on the line, not in this match, just the rivalry in this match, but a lot on the line for both teams this year.
The Raiders of Rivier serve first, and they get the first point of the game, too, after the serve by Jessica Amaral, number 3. It's a 3 out of 5, Tom. 3 sets out of 5.
3 sets out of 5, 225 rally scoring, which means you don't have to serve to score a point.
Jessica Amaral serves it to Daniel Webster. The attempted, and it's a good spike by Kenna Finlayson, number 24, got it over the net. The block was no good by Daniel Webster. A couple of quick points to start the evening for the Raiders of Rivier in the dark navy blue on the right of the camera.
Well, this has been a one-sided rivalry, John, basically because Craig Kolak, as we've done the men's games before, he has done the same with the women. He has created a regional power with the women. Now, last year they had a down year. They finished 4th in the GNAC and did not make the he did not win the conference at all. And this year, hoping at 9-1 to get a good seed and get into that conference tournament, maybe host the finals, you never know. But
the first
14-1 in terms of the series match, the 14 straight, I believe, by Rivier. But actually it's not 14 straight, but the one win that they had, that Daniel Webster had, was way back in 1998. So that tells you, 12 in a row by Riv.
The first points of the game by Daniel Webster was scored by the girl from Hudson, Samantha Hill, number 26. A long rally here, a lot of excitement. Great sets and puts over the net. This one's set up on the tip over by the Raiders. Daniel Webster coming back deep. Nice save on the back line. Here's a setup that's going to go out of bounds. So it's a long rally and points for the girls in white. The Eagles from Daniel Webster make it a 3-2 game now serving.
Last year, Daniel Webster had a moral victory in their loss to Rivier. They won a set. They won a game. So that was the first time they had done that in years. So that was huge for them.
Jennifer Finneran, the 6-footer, the serve from the back line goes long, so it becomes the 4th point of the game, and the serve goes over to the Raiders, the Lady Raiders from Rivier in blue.
Braden Zamore, the head coach of Daniel Webster, he's gone 14-8, 16-6 last year, and now he's 12-5 overall this year.
Good decision on the back line by Jessica Amaral, number 3.
To show you how tough Rivier's out-of-conference schedule is, they're 15-9 overall, 9-1 in the GNAC.
And another long, so maybe the adrenaline playing a role here. We've seen a lot of long returns and serves produce points for the opposite team.
There's a lot. I mean, these schools aren't in the same conference anymore, but they're right next door to each other, in terms of location. They're not too far away. So it's a big deal. Just down the highway. Rivier, just 2 or 3 exits down the highway.
Oh, a great shot there by number 24, Kenna Finlayson.
And it's a small court, as you can tell. I mean, we've got small dimensions here. There's not much room in this gym. So you've got to be precise with your shots and with your points.
And as number 12, Lauren Saccaccio serves, you have to look closely perhaps to see the white line. The rectangle is in white tape on the court. Tim O'Neill on camera has it for you. If you can look for it,
oh, what a nice block right there for that point. Great job by Nicole Peacock, freshman.
Daniel Webster.
Believe she has garnered several honors for Rivier during the course of this season.
The host team's in white.
She's out of Warwick, Rhode Island.
On the left, they trail 7-3 as the Rivier Raiders serve. And again, another point for Riv. Who, Tom, you said they both come in with very good records, but Rivier in Navy, they play at a little bit higher level.
It's a higher, the GNAC is a higher level conference. That's one of the things that really has done wonders for Daniel Webster, was getting into a conference that they're more competitive with size-wise, and that is the New England Collegiate Conference, the NECC, which they were a charter member of.
Oh, what a put away again, and she's become a force here early.
But
number
also
24, Kenna Finlayson.
But also, what Craig Kolek has done over the years in volleyball. I mean, we keep saying if he was a basketball coach, I mean, he'd be, we'd see articles on him in Sports Illustrated.
Deified.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, he's done a great job with volleyball for Rivier College.
Caitlin DiPiero, who's maybe the best player. She was the player of the week last week. Comes up short on that hit into the net. Caitlin, for the first time in her collegiate career, was named the NECC Player of the Week last week in women's volleyball. She's number 4 in white.
But one of the ones who constantly gets it for Daniel Webster is number 22, Chelsea Crawford.
DiPiero will now serve as the home crowd gets into it.
10-4.
Trailing 10-4.
Yeah, 10-4. Yep. So Riv has gotten off to a great start.
On the right of your screen, Ribbon Navy and Daniel Webster in white. Attempted block there is going to fall. You can't hit it twice, Tom. That's the key, right? You can't
cannot hit it twice.
Yeah, and so the block was failed, but it was up in the air for anybody else to come to her aid.
Talking to Craig Kolek before the match, I asked him, what's the difference between this year's team and last year's team? It was 2 years ago, you had a conference champion. And he said this year's team is better chemistry. And he said the freshmen, he had a really good recruiting class, 8 freshmen. He said that was a great serve.
It was. What great height. Kenna Finlayson has been devastating near the net. Now we see her in the jump serve. And she's 5'9", Tom. She looks even taller than that from here, especially when she jumps and serves like that. And it's almost like a sinker from Cliff Lee. And the ball.
Please.
I had to work that in.
Please.
And it's short of the net, so that's going to be the 13th point of the game for Rivier, leading 13-4. We're in the very first set of a best-of-5, 3 out of 5 match here. Intra-city rivalry. The jump serve by Finlayson. Again, the sinking action just too much.
That's all right, John. He'll be wearing pinstripes next year. Don't have to worry. You'll see him in Fenway Park next year. Don't worry, buddy.
I was going to say that.
Don't worry about it.
That was the look I saw on the face of the Yankee fans. Why haven't we paid this guy? Why isn't he with us?
No, he will be. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Okay.
He will be.
First time out of the game. John Collins with Tom King. Tim O'Neill's our cameraman.
Good timeout by Braden Zamor, 14-4 trailing in this match. Has to tell his players, look, you've got to cover every angle. Rivier is going to hit it where it's not, where you're not.
Yeah.
So just make sure that you're steady on what you're doing and make the most out of your serves, and that's what he's going to tell. He's trying to calm them down a little bit.
I sense talent on Daniel Webster's side, but also nervousness, a little bit of tightness.
I think they look up at them. I mean, always look, these are, Rivier College and Daniel Webster, 2 different worlds in terms of women's volleyball, but Braden Zamor would like to be what they are, what Craig Kolek has become. That's what Braden Zamor is aspiring to, and he's set a good tone in his volleyball program here at Rivier. And he also coaches the men just like Kolek does for Rivier. So this is
on
a
the
school
line, a beautiful serve again by Finlayson.
There's nothing you can do in that situation.
15-4, except watch and admire.
Right, and Finlayson has had quite a run here. I think she's had, 5 consecutive points.
From Pinkerton Academy, and there she goes again.
And see, that's the thing, is volleyball is
she's only a sophomore.
Very popular in New Hampshire high schools, and with girls volleyball. So it has to translate to these local schools at some point.
She's able to repeat that sinking serve. What a nice put away right there.
And that's what Webster needed.
There's your player,
Chelsea Crawford. She's got to be somebody to take charge out there now. And now they have a good advantage because now she is also serving. So it's 16-5 with her serving.
So this is the home team serving Chelsea Crawford, the 5'8" sophomore from Westfield, Massachusetts. Attended Westfield High. Nice sinking serve, gets the job done. Daniel Webster mounting a little bit of a comeback here, 16-6, and still serving Crawford. She goes way back of that back line. Do you have to go that far back? Or
she just runs up. See, she's a throw and jump serve.
That's it. And good sinking action, but nice save and a shot saved by Crawford. The setup there by Caitlin DiPiero, and it is out of bounds. So that's Rivier's points.
Trying to angle it. Yeah. Trying to angle it on that line and just not able to do it.
Yeah.
She hoped that she would get some of the tape, but didn't happen.
Was nobody there. She could have gotten it in. DiPiero's the setup. Nice little touch.
Nice touch.
And it must have hit the ground.
It must have.
Or a palm ball, I think they call it.
Palm, yep. Nice touch.
Emily Travis,
you get a nice clean touch like that, you deserve a point out of it.
Yes, Emily Travis gets the point. Back line serving again. Briar Temple. Goes out of bounds, and it's a point for Riv, 18-7.
But great crowd, John. Huh?
It is. It's a lot of people are here, and both teams are represented, I believe, in the stands. And a no man's land hit there from, I believe it was number 13.
That needed somebody from the back line to come up with the scoop shot. That's what that was needed. Didn't happen.
Christy Pratt from Manchester's Trinity High School that got that point.
I'll tell you, you got a lot of new Hampshire players on the floor for both teams.
Beautifully placed by number 15, Emily Travis has multiple points on the evening. It's a 19-8 Riv lead, but Daniel Webster regains the serve on their home court here. Doing the serving honors is Sarah Maurer Dwyer from Wayne, New Jersey, attended DePaul Catholic. Saved by Daniel Webster. They set it up. It's tipped at the net. And the spike is over the net and good. How about that? I believe that was number 1, Briar Temple, Tom.
Yeah, nice job by Temple in trying Nicole Rodriguez to get up there and make that stop.
19-9. Daniel Webster trails by 10, trying to break double digits.
Wasn't able to.
Good save by Daniel Webster. Rivier, excuse me. Rivier trying to set it up and get it over, and a good shot to the far right corner. Nobody there. Good conversion by Riv to get the serve back. Megan Farrell, number 23, is a sophomore from Marlborough, Massachusetts. Backline serving Jessica Amaral, who served to begin the game to give her team a 3-0 lead early, 20-9. Riv serving, tips over the net, saved back court. Now it's over. Good save there by Emily Senadella, number 31, and it stays on the Rivier side.
I think there might have been some miscommunication there. I think that what happened when that hit the net was that Finlayson wanted to hit it to Rodriguez, and Rodriguez wasn't aware of it.
From a standing position, the 6-foot Jennifer
here's a setup for Finlayson right there.
It's long. It's way long.
Way long. Yeah, exactly. Boy, small court, John.
Tonight, yeah.
Small court here. I really is.
You think it's smaller than regulation?
No, I just think that it just seems that way because of the small confinements of the gym.
Right. And it's definitely playing small. We've seen a lot of long hits, and all of a sudden, Rivier's kind of lost their rhythm. 2012. Closing the gap a bit here. Daniel Webster, it's Jennifer
Still
Finneran
a long
serves.
way to go because don't forget, Riv's already in the 20s.
Yeah,
and that shot goes out of bounds. It's now 21-12. They only need 4 to get this first win.
Probably want to serve more conservatively when you're down this many and the other team's closer to the finish line. Jump serve is saved by Daniel Webster. They get it over the net. The setup by the Raiders. Hits the ceiling. That still counts.
Still counts, yep.
DiPiero gets it over the net. Now it's up to
Watch
Riv.
that.
Long
again. Finlayson has been
Daniel
long
Webster's
twice.
Point.
It's been long twice with that spike.
A little closer that time, but still again long.
Needs a little bit more downward action on that spike.
21-13. Again, trailing by 8 with the serve. Up to the Raptors.
Need somebody in front for the set.
Here's Finlayson, and it's blocked out of bounds.
Blocked out of bounds. Nice block by Crawford, but it just went out of bounds.
Yeah, great. The two better players on the court meeting face to face.
Finlayson and Crawford, I'll tell you, they are the two of the better players.
They went right at it, and it just was a question of deflection off of Crawford out of bounds. That might have been a brilliant block for a point. Instead, it's Rivier's ball, and they serve up 22-13, and they get the quick point. Not an ace. It was dug up. I believe it has to hit the ground to be an ace.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, not a cliff lead. It has to hit the ground.
Stop it, John. What time is Red Sox playoff game tonight?
It's about
6
o'clock.
6 o'clock in 2014. Once they get that on-base production and the run prevention theory all set up, right?
What happened to Mike Cameron anyway? Was he on the team at the end? Breaking the action, 24-13, a point away from victory.
Interesting break. I don't know who called that timeout. I would imagine it's not Rivier. They're 1 point away. I think Dan Webster wanted to kind of halt that momentum a little bit.
These are,
you know, what Braden Zamor wants to do, you know, they obviously want to come in and win, but that probably isn't going to happen. And Braden Zamor probably realistically has to know that.
The head coach of the Eagles.
Right. So what he wants to do, he'd like to take another year and get another game in this match, maybe get 2 and take it to the next step. Because last year he won a game in the match, he lost 3-1. So he'd like to get another, make Rivier. You want to make Rivier your rival, a team, a program that you kind of aspire to be and look up to be. You want to make them work for it. And that's what this is all about right now.
Rivier awaiting the serve at the back line. Aaron Sweeney, the freshman from Chicopee, serving up 24-13. Daniel Webster trying to save the ball in the game here. Back line set up. A touch over the net there by Megan
Dudek.
A
soft touch. And
blocked by Dudek. Set up by Daniel Webster.
Palm. Interesting call.
A little bit too much of cradling.
A little bit too much cradle. I didn't see that, but
no,
they caught that.
Actually. Our official standing right in front of your camera.
Good thing to know the Yankee fan and the Red Sox fan are on the same page.
Yeah. And it's a good serve set up.
Here we go.
Rivier.
Oh, nice block. That's Crawford. She's good. Very, very good player.
Game to play tonight, too. Chelsea Crawford,
that's the kind of player you build a program around.
24-15. 1 point away from victory, but it's a tough point for the Rivier.
Sophomore out of Westfield, Massachusetts.
Trickles off the net. Great save there by DiPiero. And it's going to go in.
Oh, what a shot. Oh.
Who else? Crawford, number 22, finds no woman's land in the middle of the court.
And now see that timeout worked because they're making them work for it.
DiPiero with the save.
That's what Zamor wanted to do, make Rivier work for this.
Setup goes off the pole, and it's going to be again Daniel
carried over
court. Yep. 24-17. Daniel Webster's got to reel off.
So this is a little bit what he wanted to do, is get something. He wanted momentum. You want momentum. Volleyball is really a momentum game. You see it all the time in tennis.
A lot of similarities to tennis.
A lot of similarities in terms of momentum and also fatigue.
Finlayson just going to do with a touch over the net. The setup here and putting it away.
Oh, I'll tell you.
Emily Travis, number 15. Brilliantly done. It's 24-18. 1 point still is all it separates Rivier in blue from a victory in this first set, but it's been a very tough point to get. DiPiero serves. Out of bounds, and that's it.
And that will do it.
Good run.
Riv takes the win. Riv takes the win 25-18, but still not a bad run.
Not a bad run.
Daniel Webster, they let him know they were here.
It came maybe a few minutes too late to salvage that first set, but they definitely did, as Tom said, announce their presence at the Eagles' Nest, at their home gym. You're watching women's college volleyball on Nashua's ETV. John Collins with Tom King. On camera, Tim O'Neill. Our producer is Pete Johnston, and we're enjoying bringing this to you.
Is Pete somewhere warm this week, Tim? Or usually he's at, he's south of the equator. So, oh, he's here.
He's home now.
He's back home. Oh, okay, that's good. Is he handling the colder nights? I just want to make sure he's okay with all that. All right, good. Just checking. Just checking.
There's an airport here for him if he
That's right. There is. We're right near it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anyway, one of the things that Craig Kolek talked to Brandon Zamor before the match when they were warming up, teams were warming up, is Kolek, you told Zamor what you got to do now. I think last year they took the conference title, and in the NECC, they won a conference, and what they want to do is I get these delivered to my house as well, so just in case you're wondering.
You got your statistics delivered to you from the first set?
Yeah, all the time. They just run right over, knock on the door. If not, they slide it underneath.
Instant statistical gratification.
Right, exactly. But what he told him to do was, what you've got to do now is build up your out-of-conference schedule. Because that makes it that makes your all right, great. It's going to hurt your overall record, but but really the goal is win your conference and get into the NCAAs. They'll take you win your conference, you'll get in the NCAAs. So you build your out-of-conference schedule to toughen up your team for what could hopefully make your conference schedule a little lighter.
Tom, a couple of names, of course, jump out at you in that first set of stats.
Well, obviously Chelsea Crawford, with all her points, total assists, she had 5 assists and 4 points to lead the Eagles in that game, in that match. And of course, look at what Finlayson did. Wow. She had 8 points. Yeah. So I mean, she was dominant, and absolutely
12
dominant.
Total assists. Is that what that stands for?
Yep, 12 assists.
So she was in on almost all of their 25
She was on 20
points.
out of 25 points.
Yeah,
so.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
So that's number 24 in the blue. And of course, they switch sides, as you can see now on the left of your screen is the visiting Rivier Lady Raiders. And on the right of the screen, the host, Daniel Webster College Eagles, who are trailing in this match 1-0 as they serve to begin the second set. And it's going to be Caitlin DiPiero, last week's NECC Player of the Week, number 4, doing the serving to open the second set here at the Eagles' Nest at Nashua's Daniel Webster College. Serve is right down the middle. Rivier is going to hit it off of Daniel Webster and get the point. Rivier again off to a quick start here, 1-0 to begin the second set. Attempted block there in front of us by number 1, Briar Temple. Skims the net, great save down the middle.
Ooh.
And this one's going to go awry for Daniel Webster, but
what a backhand shot.
They save it.
Great. That spike. And that was Crawford.
The put away.
She had a great jump and really anticipated, but I thought that whole play was set up with Emily Travis's one-handed shot that made it to the middle of that Rivier line.
Chelsea Crawford with the launching, jumping serve. A good try on the back line by Samantha Hill, but she can't save the kill, and it's another point for Rivier.
Nice kill that time by Nicole Peacock. 8 freshmen on this Rivier team. Any college program, you're bringing in for soccer and for volleyball and some of the larger teams, not so much basketball, but for some of the larger team sports, you want to bring in 6 to 8 freshmen every year. Because what you want to do is you want to, as that point goes over to the Eagles.
Yeah, more seesaw going on here.
What you want to do is create competition for your team. And you need to show your players that you are out on the trail and you're trying to bring in as much talent to help them out as possible.
Briar Temple serve. Unable to return. Daniel Webster's point. 3-2, the
Eagles with the lead.
First time tonight. The host Eagles in white uniforms have the lead on their home court against a very good
run and jump serve. She just had a little bit more of a downward motion and just hit the middle of the net.
So it's tied at 3, and the serve goes back to the Lady Raiders of Rivier. Intra-city rivalry game here on Nashua ZTV. Rivier serving to Daniel Webster.
This is a
Finlayson with the
it's an
point.
interesting situation on this Eagle campus, John, because John Griffith, the athletic director, a longtime athletic director, just resigned the other day. And he's going down to be the AD at Pine Manor, which is right in Chestnut Hill, right near where he lives. So, you know, this is probably the best assembled group of coaches I have seen at Daniel Webster in the 20-some-odd years that I've been covering them. So it'll be interesting to see what the school does in terms of the future, in terms of bringing in a new AD and what direction they take.
One of the few mistakes by Finlayson goes into the net, and it's Daniel Webster's point, serving.
Nice tip.
Right at the net, another great play by the Daniel Webster College Eagles. Jennifer Finneran, the 6-footer at the net.
Another New Hampshire player out of Barnstead.
And it
Played
is
her
a
volleyball at Prospect Mountain.
5-4 Eagles lead. Serve goes right down the middle. The setup and the put away is inbound.
And that is a smile I just saw on the face of Braden Zamor. Happy with the way his team is playing, even though they lost the point.
Yeah, it's 5-5. Serving for
now look at
Raiders.
the style. If Tim O'Neill has these coaches on camera.
Emily
over in a
Sonandela.
second.
Off of the fingertips, over the net, and a good job by the Alvern.
Look at the style of Craig
Samantha
Kolek.
Hill.
The calm veteran 12-year coach hasn't moved on his chair.
Is that that's him drinking the water?
That's him. Arms stretched out, just relaxing, enjoying, taking in the match. Craig, Braden Zamor, up and down the sidelines, the whole bit. You know, that's the veteran. That's the Joe Torre veteran type on that side.
And who's this?
And Braden Zamor, you know, I mean, I don't know who, you know.
Ron Washington?
Yeah, now Ron's pretty, yeah, I guess Ron's a little animated.
When he plays
sometimes.
the Yankees, I think he's animated.
He's a little animated,
yeah.
A little animated.
Yeah. 7-6, the Eagles still have the 1-point lead.
It's more like the Bobby Valentine type.
Oh, that's probably more like
without the headache.
Yeah. And without the disguise.
7-6 in favor of Daniel Webster as they lead.
Caitlin Callahan serving down the middle. Set up by D.
Here's Crawford, watch it.
Tipped and saved by the Raiders.
Let's see. Nice set.
Di Piero.
One-handed shot with the left hand.
Samantha Hill a factor in this second set. Number 26. She's serving now. The Alvern grad. She's a sophomore here at Daniel Webster. Saved back line by Emily Sonandela. Saved again by the setter.
Oh, nice tip.
For Daniel Webster. The Raiders now with a chance. Finlayson.
Yeah, we were waiting.
Save. Thrown over the net by Di Piero. The block by Crawford.
And Finlayson right here. Oh, nice save again.
It's over the net and tipped down. Oh, a brilliant volley.
With Nicole Rodriguez, but what action. That was great.
That was awesome.
You know what was great about it? You had some of the best players on both teams involved there. And that shows you that really what it boils down to is maybe that extra 2 or 3 players, because they've got some talent on here on the white side of the court.
Jessica Amaral serves. Daniel Webster saves. Back to the Raiders. Setting up the spike, and there's Finlayson lurking like a shark on the far side, and she puts it away.
Actually, was that Finlayson or was that Rodriguez?
That was number 24. I think
it was
that was
24.
Finlayson.
I thought it was Rodriguez.
She came in sharply. Is it 21?
It was 21 in that corner because they rotated. So Finlayson is now in that spot.
Temple, nice save, and that might have been long.
Riv needs the back line now to really step up because they lose Finlayson off that back line.
Di Piero setting up Crawford, and she can't get it in.
Nope, wanted it. Oh, she gets the call.
Ooh, what happened there?
Okay, she's saying that it was touched by a Raider.
All right.
She's saying it touched it, glanced off a Raider body, and that's why it went out of bounds.
All right, so
deflected out. So she even made the call for the official.
That was a big call because instead of 9-8 for Rivier, it's 9-8 for Daniel
Eagles,
Webster.
And now we've got a game here.
Good save on the back line again. What a
Crawford with a block right there by Rodriguez.
Di Piero sets it up.
Tough front line for Rivier. Rodriguez and Finlayson both up front. Oh, right there. There's the kill right there. Great shot.
21 again, Tom, figuring in the scoring for the Raiders. Nicole Rodriguez, the senior, 5'8", from Newton South High School.
All right, now you've got Finlayson in the middle.
Rodriguez serves, and it is in.
An ace.
An ace.
And the Raiders take the lead, 10-9.
This is a tight game. Back and forth we go. Now it's the Raiders and Navy.
All spurred on by that timeout.
Yeah.
At the end of the first game.
No domination since that timeout.
Exactly.
It's been gone back and forth.
Yep. There's a nice block. Beautiful
yes.
block by Finlayson. Also helping out, I think, on that block was for Riv, Nicole Peacock, number 1. She also got a piece. They both got a piece of that ball.
Both girls literally rising to the occasion. They get a 2-point lead here, 11-9. Solid serve and volley play. This one's a little bit too long, though, by the Eagles' Emily Travis, and it's a 12-9 game, putting a little distance between themselves and Daniel Webster, and calling a timeout. Raiden Zamor wants to get his team back in the groove that they were in earlier. Yeah, there was a stretch, Tom, if you took from that timeout that you mentioned when Daniel Webster was trailing 24-15, around that. I believe it, and
I just think that timeout really.
They outscored them like 20 to 10.
Not 20, but
in the last 30 points.
The final score of that match was 25-18. It was 24-13, I believe, when they called the timeout. So they outscored them 5-1
at the end of that game.
Right.
And then so that would be 14.
So they outscored them 14-13. But see, that's just it.
That's
but they got the competition back in the match.
Right.
It wasn't competitive, John, up until that point.
Yeah, and if you just tuned in, we're in the second set in a best-of-5 match between intra-city rivals. Daniel Webster College, the hosts in white jerseys on the right of your screen, and the visiting Rivier Raiders, who lead 1-0, serving up 12-9 in the second set. With the ball is Nicole Rodriguez, the sophomore from Marlboro. Newton. Good save by Daniel Webster. What happened? 2 people?
Yep. Double touch.
Double touch. Double touch. Indicated by the official. 13-9. Riv in the lead and serving. Rodriguez, 3 steps and launches it. Saved. DiPiero. And the hit from near the back line, no good by Samantha Hill. Not enough height.
And now you start to see the depth that Rivier has start to pull away. I mean, Daniel Webster's got some players. They've got 6 on the bench, but look at Riv's bench. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players.
Good try there on the reaction by Emily Travis, number 15. But just goes off her wrist out of bounds, and it becomes the 15th point.
By the way, here's how serious things have become in intercollegiate sports with these schools. Guess what time the Daniel Webster women started their practice, their first season practice?
In the beginning of the year?
Yep.
Wow.
Finlayson again, 16-9.
That's what you call a kill right there. That's a put away.
Friday, October 15th was the first day that college basketball teams could practice around the country. So take a guess as to what time. A lot of schools
Labor Day?
A lot of schools do no. October 15th was for Friday. Last Friday was the first time.
Yeah.
Okay. So schools do midnight madness, all sorts of things. Guess what time the Eagle women took the floor on Friday?
12:01.
6 a.m.
Oh, wow.
6 a.m.
Amazing.
So I saw one of the men's players at a soccer game the other day, and I said, if the women are going at 6, the guys really ought to be going at 4.
But he didn't like that idea.
No, he didn't.
There's a nice serve by the Eagles.
I told him to tell men's coach, Dave Webster men's coach Dave Foucher, the former Dartmouth head coach, that he's getting a little soft in his old age. So.
One thing that I'm not used to is the clock playing no factor. It's 16 to 11.
No factor. No, there's no clock in volleyball, except for the timeouts.
And baseball, I guess, is another one where the clock doesn't matter.
Finlayson had a great shot there. Little tip, and
it stays on the rib side of the net, and it's a point for Daniel Webster.
The Eagles now down 16-9, are back in it 16-12.
As they reel off 3 unanswered points, doing the serving for the Eagles is Chelsea Crawford. Very high.
One thing I see here for both schools. Oh, and a spike right there. Peacock. You know what I see for both schools? Students. A lot of students in the stands.
Yeah. 17-12, Rivier enjoying a 5-point lead in this second set, up 1-0. Best of 5, DiPiero with the set.
Oh, a block.
Out of bounds.
Peacock again got a hand on it.
But getting credit for the points, the Eagles' Emily Travis, number 15, gives her team the 13th point.
That is staying with the play by the Eagles. Great job, and now it's 17-13.
Briar Temple with the serve. Good setup by Rivier, blocked, back over the net. Good job again by Samantha Hill playing up front. And it stays on Daniel Webster's side of the net.
Peacock, good body control. She went up for the block. Had to be careful she didn't get that hand over the net.
That would be a foul.
That would be a foul. Very careful. Almost did it, but good body control.
And I think that sold that she would have made the block, and it looked like Dan Webster shied away from saving it.
Now we'll see Finlayson on the serve. Remember how effective she was with her serves the last game.
She reeled off a lot of points. She does it with a sinking, hard action, just like
There's that sink, boy. I'll tell you, look at the spin on that after the set.
No small task
saving that. There's another set right there. Tipped.
Kept alive, and no. And
tipped by the Eagles, it will be a Rivier point.
And you know, with Finlayson's serve, you'd love to win that point for two reasons: to get the point and to get her to stop serving.
Yeah.
As she does here again.
Right. Because now what you're in danger of is you're in danger of going to, Eagles and Riv. And Riv is at that magic 20 mark.
Yeah.
When you hit that 20 mark and you've got a 7-point lead, you cannot lose that game.
That's what you feel like if you're Rivier. 20-13, they are up here in the second set. And relentless Finlayson with that short shot, hard sinker down the middle. You can see Daniel Webster bracing for it, able to save it. Nice setup here. Smith, and it's going to be a point for Daniel Webster. Nicely done, Samantha Hill. She's got some nice touch on her hits over there. Not the hardest hitter on the court, but she's got a lot of accuracy, number 26 in the white jersey from Alvern High School. Doing the serving now for Daniel Webster.
And they stopped the bleeding. They stopped it at 20, John.
Yep.
I didn't think they would. I thought Finlayson might be able to serve out the match. It didn't happen.
Sarah Mauer Dwyer with the serve.
Now here we go.
It's in.
Yep.
Nicely done by Danielle Jocks, number 7 for the Raiders. She is a 5'9" senior. Pinkerton Academy.
Yep.
Another New Hampshire girl doing herself
Imagine
proud here on
that
the
pronunciation is probably Jake's.
Jake's. And there's the Alvern girl from her neighboring town of Hudson, Samantha Hill with another set of points. Samantha Hill's statistics, when we get that nice little stat sheet at halftime time or after the second set, it's going to be pretty impressive for Daniel Webster doing the serving down 21-15. Nice sinking serve.
Whoa, John!
Oh, they're coming at me
I'm
again.
telling you, it follows you around.
Yeah, I had my head.
Follows you around.
I put my head
That's
down
great.
just for a second. I just saw
that
it.
That is great. I love it.
That had some
even
velocity
up here,
on
even
it,
up
too.
here, even up
What
here,
was
you're
up
not
with
safe.
that?
Even up here, they got John Collins' number.
That was one of the hardest hits of the night off the bat.
That was, but you know what we got now after that miscue by the Raiders? It's a 4-point match with 21-17. The Eagles back in it.
I've still not learned not to put my fingers out, though. I almost got dislocated on that thing.
No, just keep your hands to yourself. That's the main key.
Oh.
Don't try to hit the ball.
So Jennifer Finneran just can't get it over the net. 22-17. A little glimmer of a game-saving streak there for the Eagles. Now the Rivier Raiders have a chance to put it away with serve. 3 points away from their second set victory. But Cheryl Crawford had other ideas. And a good put away there by the Raiders. So Rivier's up 23-17. Chelsea Crawford, excuse me, the number 22 big hitter for Daniel Webster.
Oh, Crawford
Good
right
touch.
there. What a touch.
Brilliant play, and mark that one down for a highlight.
Wow.
What a job to set up her teammate from far off the right side of the court. Samantha Hill somehow found Crawford, and instead of going for the big spike, the finesse touch just inside the line. Beautifully done. 23-18. Good save on the back line. Over the net it goes.
What a shot by Crawford.
Set up.
Rodriguez.
Oh, there's just so
Rodriguez
tough, Rivier.
Rodriguez with a hard shot, and you know what? The Eagles couldn't let that go. It was sinking, and it was going to be in. If they had let it go, it would have bounced in anyway.
Yeah.
So what do we got now?
Do we have a timeout? 24-18. There's a time when they.
Let's see. Zamor call time.
There was a time.
Or is there an injury time? I think there's a little bit of an injury time. They want Charlie, the trainer, to come over.
That may be Samantha Hill suffering some difficulty at the moment. She's fixing her knee brace. So
an injury timeout with 24-18. Now see, it was 24-13 last game. So the Eagles have made that 5-point move now.
And they led for a lot of this set.
Right.
Yeah.
But can they get over the hump and win this third game to prevent a Daniel Webster sweep? That's the question.
Yeah. Well, I hope they do, because I'm enjoying myself here this evening. This is top-level women's college volleyball in the area. John Collins with Tom King, Tim O'Neill manning the camera right next to us. We're courtside at the Eagles Nest, a very intimate setting here on the campus of Daniel Webster College next to Nashua Airport in Nashua, New Hampshire. Thank you for watching this game on Nashua ZTV. We have some more exciting high school and college action, sports action coming up on the fall calendar. Most pressing on us, I think it's Salem against South this Friday. So that should be a great football game.
Yeah, you and Ryan Richard, I believe?
I think it's
Derek Guglielmino.
Yeah.
Derek Guglielmino, that's right.
That'll be a fun game to do,
that should be good. Derek is on top of things.
Hopefully there won't be 67 points scored, though, Tom. I don't know if I can keep up with that kind of a tennis match.
No doubt about it. I'll tell you what, John, I saw North come back very well defensively the other night against Concord.
Promising. Jessica Amaral needs a point to win.
I will be in Manchester Memorial that night watching North play Memorial.
Set up. Daniel Webster, too many touches. That's 4 touches, and it goes over to Daniel Webster. 24-19.
And we've got, this is it. This is a good run by the Eagles. Now, if the Eagles can get over the 20 mark, that'll say a lot.
Caitlin DiPiero doing the serving.
It only takes 2 or 3 more points to get Rivier a little nervous about things.
Set up.
Oh, and a nice block. Who else? Crawford.
Nicely done. I wasn't sure which side of the net that came down on, Tom, until I saw the official's indication.
Great block by Crawford.
24-20. Both teams are over 20 now. The setup.
Rodriguez. That low shot. She is an excellent player. That does it.
Yeah.
They win 25-20.
An exclamation point put in the second set victory by Nicole Rodriguez, the senior from Newton, able to kill the chances of Daniel Webster, the host team, to come up with a miracle comeback in the second set. So we played 2 sets in a best-of-5 here at the Eagles Nest, and the visiting Rivier Raiders, the Lady Raiders in the Navy uniforms, coming in atop the GNAC conference. They are only trailing, and it's got to be just a matter of points in the win column, Tom. Both teams have 9 wins in their conference. Johnson & Wales is the top team in the GNAC. Johnson & Wales is 19-9 overall. Startling thing to me is they've played 28 matches already. That's a lot of matches, it sounds to me.
Well, one of the things that I noticed from those standings is a school that usually is very powerful is having an off year. Emmanuel's
down the bottom of the pile.
2-4 in the conference, 10-13 overall. They're usually very strong. They're usually a very strong program. So, and there's Pine Manor. That's the all-women's school that John Griffith, the soon-to-be former AD at Daniel Webster, will now be the AD of.
Wow.
That's that school. Albertus Magnus out of New Haven, Connecticut. Suffolk is always good. LaSalle, always a good school. Always a tough team, a good athletic program.
And then you have the NECC standings, the division or the conference that Daniel Webster belongs to. They're at the top of it, 4-0. So they're as you can see, they're up
against. And they face Leslie College in a few days on Saturday, I believe, was where we're taping this on a Tuesday.
The second place team.
That's going to be a big Thank you very much. Here's our instant stats. It's a good thing I told them not to go over to the house tonight so they can just drop this off here.
So I want to scan quickly for our Hudson player, Samantha Hill, for Daniel Webster. In fact, she did have 6 kills, one. What's the E? It's just 10 total assists. So
right.
she figured in most of the point scoring, the 20 points that were scored by the Eagles. Samantha Hill, number 26, had a great second set. Again, Chelsea Crawford, immense too for the Eagles. Those two players, 13 total assists for Chelsea Crawford, 5 kills. So,
but look at the points
saves.
again. Points, how many points? Who leads the Raiders in points right now in this match? This is cumulative through 2 games. 13 points for Finlayson.
Yeah, Finlayson has been the player of the match.
I thought the player of that game.
She's number 24 in Navy on your
I
camera
thought
right
the
now.
player of that game who made the biggest difference for Rivier was Nicole Rodriguez. I thought with her spikes down in the middle of the Eagle attack, those low sinking shots were
devastating.
I thought they were.
Yeah, because there's no weakness on the Rivier side. They just keep coming at you.
Right.
It's almost like Rodriguez and Finlayson are almost like bookends. Numbers 24 and 21 on the camera there, standing with their teammate, Lauren Sacaccio, number 12. So they're up front for the Raiders. They're also got Caitlin Callahan out there.
And here you go, the student support, fan support, stomping the bleachers. I'm surprised we don't hear a little bit more of that because we've got a good student crowd.
Well, here's the question. Can Daniel Webster avoid a sweep at the hands of visiting Rivier in this best of 5? They trail 2 sets to none. 2 sets to none as Rivier serves, trying for the sweep. Daniel Webster with the setup. Crawford in, gets the point. First time tonight that Daniel Webster has scored first in a set. And it comes from Chelsea Crawford, number 22, with the kill. 1-0, the Eagles serving. Caitlin DiPiero, over the net it goes, down the middle. Good save in a set by Rivier.
Finlayson out of bounds.
Finlayson, a little bit too much adrenaline.
I don't think she played well at the net last game, but I don't think her shots were there that were there the first game.
DiPiero back to the serve, up 2-0. The set, Rodriguez with the kill.
I'm telling you, she's in a groove right now.
The senior from Newton being heard here tonight, literally, as she pounds the volleyball
Played
over the
her
net.
high school volleyball at Newton South.
Doing her serving now for the Raiders, trailing 2-1 in the third set, up 2 sets to none. Yes. DiPiero with the setup. Samantha Hill can't get it over the net, and it's tied 2-2. We've seen some brilliant points tonight. Highlight reel material, and we probably haven't seen the last one as both of the teams are fully warmed up here. Nicole Rodriguez over the net. Saved by Samantha Hill. Set up by...
Oh, and a block by Peacock.
4 hits.
Also in on that.
Yeah.
We haven't called that much.
That was strange, Tom. I did see a block, but maybe it was through the net.
Lauren Sacaccio from Warwick, junior.
Oh, really a nasty serve right there.
Riv doing what they didn't do in the previous game, getting out to an early lead.
Yeah, Rodriguez kind of changed up the location of her serve that time, Tom. She went toward the left sideline with that, and it was really difficult for Samantha Hill. I think it caught her by surprise. Michaela Ramnanen is in the game now, number 10 for Daniel Webster. Crawford gets the point. Rising to the occasion to tie the game for her team. Actually, come within 1, 4-3. Daniel Webster with the service now. Crawford. Good save by Rivier. Over the net. Block. Good
Great
point.
block.
Number 11 was Jennifer Finneran, the 6-foot from Prospect Mountain High School.
Finneran's got to assert herself more, I think. She's got some height and some talent.
She ties the game 4-4 as Crawford goes back to the jump serve. Again, a nice save by Jessica Amaral.
Peacock,
and
Peacock with a pinpoint shot.
Oh, Peacock
just
in that,
out of the reach.
in that mold of Rodriguez and Finlayson. A lot of talent. Into the game for the Raiders comes Danielle Jakes, 5'9" senior from Pinkerton, number 7. The talent keeps on coming for Rivier. The setup. Briar Temple, nice touch.
Soft touch. Here's Peacock. No.
And a good spike. Goes out of bounds off Daniel Webster's. Rivier's point. They're up 6-4 with
Daniel
serve.
Jakes.
Just into the game, gets that point.
Boy. Finlayson and Jakes, a couple of Pinkerton Astros, 2 seniors.
Rivier is in the dark blue or navy.
Obviously, Craig Kolek saw something in them that year, 4
Just
years
out
ago.
off Daniel Webster. It's going to be the 7th point of the game. Up 7-4 are the Raiders.
I think it's a good time for a timeout for Braden Zamor if you can take one.
Lawrence Socaccio doing the serving.
You don't want to see Riv get out to too big of a lead early on. I want to touch. It's the net, bounces back.
Peacock saving the Finneran touch. I don't know if she had an opportunity to go with something harder there,
See, that
Tom,
touch was low. That touch was a soft touch, downward action.
Yeah.
She couldn't really get any kind of a block. If she had jumped up to try to block it, it would have hit off her and hit the net anyway.
Keeping it alive, Ramnanen throws it over the net. Set up, Peacock mistimed her leap, but still gives trouble.
Oh, and Peacock again.
Yeah.
Peacock's coming up big. She's, I think, the unsung player.
She's freshman.
She's an unsung player in this match. It's a 9-4 lead. I think Zamor needs a timeout.
Playing taller than her 5'8".
I guess maybe, I don't know if you have to have serve to have timeout or not.
Perhaps. It looks like,
because I think he could use it.
I think he's itching to call one.
There's Crawford.
Good save on the back line. Both setters figuring in this volley. And it might have been long, but a good choice.
Watch out here. Oh, and a block by Peacock. How does Peacock, one of the smaller players on the court, get up that high?
She's got great vertical
wow,
lead.
she sure does.
That play. Yep. She's playing like she's a 6-footer up front.
She's 5'8", out of Warwick, Rhode Island.
And she puts her team up 10-4. Ramnanen can't save it. It's 11-4. And threatening to run away with a sweep here. And I've got to believe, as you said, Tom, that you're not allowed to call a timeout when you don't have serve.
Yeah, because I think Braden Zamor definitely want to try one. Once he gets served back, he may do that.
Yeah, 11-4. Rivier serving with the lead. Touch over the net by DiPiero.
There's Peacock again. No, it's Finlayson. Oh, nice
Good
save
on the block. And again, points for Rivier. They're on a roll right now.
Daniel Jakes on that far corner.
No matter where Daniel Webster tries to find a space at that front line, it isn't there. As Rivier stepping up and making blocks and spikes and leading 12-4 now, continuing that serve.
Emily Denadella was with that big save that we talked about earlier. There's another dual block right there. Peacock again. Was she over? Yes, she was. That time, she was over the net.
We almost have a good down the net look, and Tom was right on top of it. So that is finally a point. And let's see, I think Braden was hoping maybe to get a little bit of a roll going here himself. Briar Temple serves.
Oh, gonna need a set. Nope, hit the net. And
hit the net.
It's a point.
With the hands.
Yep.
So another break for Daniel Webster.
Set led Peacock just a little too far. She couldn't work her magic. Boy, she's an excellent net player.
Briar Temple, B-R-I-E-R, serving, and she gets it over the net. It might have been out of bounds, but Jakes touches it, so the play returns, and there's a no woman's land in the middle of the court for Peacock.
13-6, Raiders lead it, and they get the serve back.
Well, we saw different players step up for Rivier in the different 3 sets.
There's the depth, John.
Yeah.
That's the depth.
You mentioned Rodriguez in the second set, Finlayson in the first set, and now Peacock in the third set. Set up. The put away just went awry there.
I think it was out of bounds. Yeah, she was out of bounds, 14-6.
14-6, and 8-point
Rivier just
gap.
11 points away from completing a sweep of the Eagles.
And a devastating server has it right now. Finlayson, this ball's up in the stands. She just has like, I think you should put the radar gun on that serve. It's got to be about 60 miles an hour.
Wow, I tell you, when Zamor saw her take the serve, I'm sure he was saying, uh-oh.
Yeah. 15-6, Rivier serving with the lead in this set and in the match, 2-0.
But there's a killer instinct for you, though, huh?
Yeah, there she goes.
That's a killer instinct for the Raiders. I mean, that's they could smell. They took those.
Yeah.
They had the little momentum shift there. They survived that, and boom, look what they did.
Kenna Finlayson from Derry, New Hampshire, and Pinkerton Academy doing the serving. Good save by Daniel Webster. Crawford gets set up. She goes back line. And the kill is in. Nicely done by Jakes. And I'll tell you, I want to give some credit to Lauren Sacaccio from Warwick, Rhode Island, but junior, number 12 in dark blue. She's been doing a lot of the sets that have led to points directly for Rivier. Up 17-6, the Raiders serving. Daniel Webster, that serve.
Oh, Peacock!
Kind of a break
Didn't
there
have
for
it.
Finneran.
She had an easy spike, and she
mistimed
it.
17-7, Daniel Webster with serve. Going to the back line to do the honors is Sarah Moore Dwyer. For Daniel Webster, she's going to go with a set serve right down the middle. Just into the game and gets a nice bounce off the tape. Nicole Boucher from Wyndham.
Played her volleyball at Salem, freshman. 18-7 now in favor of the Raiders.
Doesn't waste.
Peacock comes off the floor.
Anytime does Boucher have her presence felt. She gets points right away. 18-7, good save by Daniel Webster. Unable to touch it over the net though was Finneran, and it is a 19-7 Daniel Webster lead. Rivier lead. They lead in this set, 19-7, and in the match, 2-0. Threatening to sweep here. Doing the serving back line, Emily Senadella. Daniel Webster trying to get something going here. As good dig by Senadella, gets it right over the net. Senadella again with another setup. Sacaccio, and a good save back line by Crawford. Tipped and a good dig, needed that. I'll tell you, that's Samantha Hill who gets the momentum.
Finally, Hill just said, I could see her when she went up in the air. She had the look on her face. She was going to pound the heck out of that ball.
Oh boy, I wouldn't want him in front of that one.
No, 19-8, favor of Rivier.
They've got to come up with some kind of run here, Tom, before Rivier hits 20, I think. Oh, but there
it goes.
Line. Yep.
Now it's 20.
Unfortunate. So Amanda Wilson just hit it too long there. She's from Merrimack in the red jersey, number 2. Serving for the Raiders, number 4, Caitlin Callahan of Dedham, Massachusetts. She's a junior. Jump serve. Hill with the save. Crawford, the put away. Go to your best player. What happened there? Somehow, Tom, that put away did not go to Daniel Webster. I'm not sure exactly what the ruling was, but it's a Rivier point. It's 21 now, 21-8. DiPiero setting up Crawford, and it's long. Or was it touched?
I think it was touched. Wasn't it touched?
It wasn't touched. Long. So Crawford just about a foot or a foot and a half long with that.
Wow,
22-8. Yep. Rivier with a commanding lead as Caitlin Callahan does the serving.
Ooh, what was that?
Handball over the net?
Maybe. They ruled a catch.
Oh, catch, okay. Samantha Hill, the 5'10" sophomore from Alvern's Hudson High School. Hudson's Alvern High School, I should say. Set up by Rivier.
Oh.
It is
pinpoint. Pinpoint shot.
I thought that hit the net and went out of bounds. Must have touched one of the Daniel Webster.
It touched one of the Daniel Webster players.
Okay, there you go. So it was a great shot
Nicole
by Boucher. 23-9. Jessica Amaral, who began the entire match by serving, might end it if she runs off a couple here. Up 23-9. Number 3, the East Providence, Rhode Island freshman, waiting for the whistle so that she can serve. Fires it right in the middle. Set up for Crawford. touched out of bounds, and it is Daniel Webster's point, 24-9. Caitlin DiPiero, the NECC Player of the Week last week, will be doing the serving here. The Eagles coming into the game 12-5 overall against the Raiders 15-9 overall. These two teams play in different conferences.
And this is probably the best team that Daniel Webster plays on their schedule.
Trailing 23-10 and trailing in the match 2-0. Directly up in the air goes Daniel Webster. This one's gonna.
Well, Finlayson was kind of in no man's land there. She really, the shot was just a little too low for her to do anything with against the net. So
she got a handcuff, she cradled it, she got called for it. So it is another point for Daniel Webster, trailing 23-11. The serve's over the net, dug out.
What a dig. Nice dig.
Set up for Crawford, and she puts it away.
Yeah, we hadn't called Crawford's name too much in this game.
She wanted that.
She sure
got
did. So Crawford was another player that needed to assert herself, for the Eagles. So they're making a little bit of a run now.
Good shot, ace DiPiero.
Little bit of a run. I think Rivier has lost a little of their focus.
Perfectly
Notice
placed serve.
Finlayson, who was taken out, is back on the floor.
DiPiero trying to find some magic here. Dug out by Caitlin Callahan, setting up Finlayson.
There it is. That's authority. That's like, okay,
Yeah.
Party's over.
That's a gimme
Fun time.
for her.
We let you have this little ride. Now the fun time is over.
24-13, a point away from a victory in this intra-city rivalry.
Point.
Rivier.
Match
point.
To go 15-1 in the series.
Over the net and long.
Doesn't happen.
Megan Dudek into the game. 6-foot freshman, a little bit along with her serve, so it's 24-14. Chelsea Crawford serving for the Eagles. Good downward movement on that serve, but a good save and a touch put away for the victory.
And that does it. Peacock comes back on the floor and does it. 25-14 the final. 25-18, 25-20, 25-14 in favor of Rivier. They now move to 16-9 on the season. Daniel Webster falls to 12-6 in this non-conference matchup. We saw some good volleyball.
Yeah, it was very enjoyable. A lot of talent on the floor. Excitement in those big putaways by Crawford and Finlayson, Peacock and Jakes and Rodriguez. Don't forget her on the Rivier side. We saw some great setups and a very enjoyable match to watch. From a announcer's standpoint, Tom, I kind of root for maybe a 5-set match. I know sometimes Sports Writers Creed interferes with that, but
you want to know tonight. I'm not on the clock tonight.
Not on the clock tonight. Yeah, that's a quick game.
You want to see a 5-set match. You want to see a good match, but we did see that run by the Eagles that really kind of let Rivier know they were in the match a little bit. That run at the end of the first game and in the first half of the second game. So, but
I want to ask Tim O'Neill. Thumbs up, thumbs down, the easiest sport to do the camera for, or in the middle, I guess?
A little difficult because Tim's got to go back and forth.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's got to go.
He's got to go back and forth. Come on, John.
I don't know. What would be baseball? I don't know. One camera from behind the home plate.
Yeah, he's nodding baseball.
Well, what a treat this is, though. On Nashville's ETV, we got volleyball, field hockey, soccer, football, hockey, baseball. I mean, you almost.
And on December 11th, these two schools will match up in women's basketball. We'll be doing that game as well.
Excellent. Okay, it would be Rivier against Daniel Webster in women's college basketball. I might be stalling a little bit here. I was hoping to get that final stat sheet.
We'll see if Cliff Lee's a Yankee by then.
First, he's got to pitch Game 7.
I don't think it'll go to that.
You don't, huh?
Here comes our sheets right here.
Okay, so we won't have to talk any more baseball. I know the game's probably going on as we tape this.
Here come our statistical sheets that we...
I don't know how you can give up on that lineup, though, with Cano and all those guys. I mean, they were stymied last night by one of the best pitchers I have ever seen.
Got to win 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thanks for all your help this game.
All right, Tom, why don't you hit the highlights on that?
Well, I think the highlight, what stands out right now is Finlayson. With 16 service points.
She's number 24 in the back of that huddle that you see on your screen
10
right there.
and a half.
Yeah.
And of course, Crawford with 12 to lead the way for Daniel Webster.
What do you think our coach Craig is over there saying to his team?
I think what he's telling him right now is, okay, you did what you needed to do. You took care of business. You won a non-conference game against a local rival. You never know how these games can go. But you won it. You won it decisively. You put them away when you had to put them away. You did a good job. Now you made some mistakes. You allowed a little bit of a run here and there, but momentum swings are going to happen in a volleyball match. So, but you did what you had to do, and now let's take it from there. We've got a tough conference schedule awaiting us. We want to win out the conference. We want to get to the conference tournament. We want to go to the NCAA tournament again. We have a chance to do it.
That's Tom King. I'm John Collins. Our cameraman has been Tim O'Neill. Our executive producer is Pete Johnson. We've enjoyed bringing you this game from the Eagles Nest at Daniel Webster College. The final score, a 3-0 victory for the Rivier College Lady Raiders here in Nashua over Daniel Webster. Thank you for watching Nashua's ETV, and good night from Daniel Webster, everybody.